Alright, we're at another episode of the commentating between me and Kenstar here.
Hi.
And this game is. This commentating is going to be a slightly different over on my side just because I was part of the players. So I basically
Oh,
knew what happened.
right. And I don't really know much of what happened. I just know that it was rather intense. So we definitely have ourselves one hell of a game ahead of us.
Yeah. At one point, I'm going to mention there's some chat that happened between both sides. And that's when some of the things happened. But
Oh,
nonetheless, let's go over towards the team compositions.
right.
So over on the left hand side, it's actually very standard. They don't have much of a tank other than Irelia, but they
Yeah.
have massive damage, and that's what they're aiming for.
Yeah. Definitely with just the looking at it, I mean, Rumble in the jungle is always going to be a huge threat. The level 6 dives with the equalizer alt, and then same thing with the MF Yumi that's been very, very strong this patch. And during Worlds. On top of that, I mean, we don't see a lot of Vex right now because people are still trying to figure out if she's rather a good champ or a bad champ. Not really sure about that just yet.
So this team composition is basically a ultimate wombo combo style where Irelia ult goes in and get as many of the people slowed with her ult as possible. At the same time, Rumble ult goes off,
And
and
then same thing with
while people are
okay,
scattering, MF
yeah,
looks for the perfect opportunity with Yumi ults, and if anyone left on not dead yet, Vex picks the target off.
yeah. So definitely a huge wombo combo team, like you said. Like if performed perfectly, there's no escape whatsoever.
Yep. And then we have the right hand side. The right hand side is fairly standard, actually very standard, where you have a main tank, which is a jungler here, a
Yep.
bruiser with top lane, AP mid, and a very late game ADC with a
Yeah.
protective support.
Yeah, the only big thing that we see maybe a little bit out of place, and I'm not saying this as like a bad thing, it's just you don't see this thing every day. You don't see a Zyra mid
Yep.
every day.
Yep.
Zyra is definitely more in the support aspect. Like she does have all offensive abilities, but her skill kit is much more attuned for like team fights, or at least more than one person being in lane.
Yep. The only
But I
advantage of
mean,
Zyra mid is that if the plants are placed correctly, you can just poke people.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
Well,
with
I
that
mean,
said,
Well, yeah, exactly. With that said, without any further ado, let's get ourselves into Summoner's Rift.
yep.
Oh man, Summoner's loading in. Okay, automatically right off the bat, as you can see, everyone buying their items initially. Dark Seal on Vex. That's a very confident mid laner right there, because well, with Dark Seal, the more kills or assists you get, the more ability power that you get as it stacks. But Vex is rather squishy, and I think it's just a really easy to kill target, especially if you're long range like a Xerath or a Zyra, for example.
Yeah. She's basically aiming just to assist or get kills basically with much of her skills just because her ult is a very long range engage.
Mm-hmm. Seems like we got some
Minions have
movement in the
spawned.
jungle, maybe just to get some pressure. I mean, Yumi's being really brave here. Wow, just take out the flowers. Actually, a really nice move. Oh, but pays for it with the airy and the auto.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically in the red side's favor.
I was a hit by one AA.
That's all you need. One auto attack.
Yep.
No, no big invade starting off. A very standard start for both sides. Tishwani, a little bit of a slower jungle, but if you play it safe enough or aggressive enough, then she can be an absolute menace early, mid, and late game.
Yep.
And then looking at the bot lane, definitely looking more at a protective mid-late game for the red side, which is you guys. And then a high burst, more early mid game for blue side.
What's good for this bot lane pick is that since it's just Yumi plus a ADC, which means there's only one target that the support, or Leona in this case, needs to engage on. So it makes it easier.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. And also nice bind there. Nice EQ combo from the Zyra. But yeah, like you were saying, it's a lot more easier to get the one target in a bottom lane and Yumi early game isn't exactly good for poking, and her heal isn't very great due to her being very mana hungry.
Yeah.
But however, she is doing the right thing of hopping off her ADC and not just AFKing the entire game, actually getting an auto attack off for that passive.
So with this, you can actually see a big downside on the Zyra. Is that without casting her skills, she cannot really wave clear, she cannot really do much. But every one of her skills actually costs a bit of mana. So like at this point, despite we're looking roughly even, my mana is almost gone.
Right.
And this is a big downside for Zyra.
Well, again, you're not exactly... Oh, nice stun there by the Aurelia. Go for the dive! Her first blood gets the Q off and the flash! Wow, you weren't expecting that. Even the turret wasn't expecting that.
She actually did it really quickly. She flashed to reset the auto attack just to get that last hit.
That's crazy! What a surprise first blood there. Holy cow. Caught me off guard. And then, yeah, back to your standard nice snare by the Zyra. Good stuff. Oh, the plant's doing a little bit of extra poke damage. You love to see that.
Yep. What was surprising over there was that the Yorick didn't flash.
Ah.
Because if the Yorick flashed backwards towards the turret board, he might have gotten it.
Right, and then with the rumble in the jungle, a nice little tussle down here. Sejuani with the freeze, but the extra little rocket from Rumble kills the Sejuani. Leona going straight in, Zenith Blade going down, Ignite's going off. Vayne with the heal, the stun, the extra healing from the Yumi. Will it be enough? No, it will not. And Vayne gets the kill, and here comes the Yumi. It's just a cat, but will it be enough with the autos? Yes, it is. Oh my god, Leona no mana. Wait, no, go back down bot. Come on. Oh, Yumi, well, definitely not enough damage, and her Q only goes into straight lines when fighting, and here comes another fight. Yorick with getting stunned by the Aurelia. Holy cow, that's a great way to start the game. Goodness gracious.
Well, it's actually really close, and it's a shame that the Leona ran out of mana.
Yeah, that would have been an easy kill. It's just the cat.
Not only did she run out of mana, but she actually leveled up in the middle, but by then it was already too late.
It was already too late, and here comes the Rumble yet again, being a menace. The warning goes off, only auto attacks are allowed there. Flames goes back off. Zyra probably eat on cooldown, no problem there. Oh, back with the burning. Oh, gets a Dark Harvest stack off on the Rumble. A flash from the Vex. The turret shots doing heavy stuff. Sejuani unfortunately misses the Q. Vex with just about 5 HP left. A lucky champion to live.
At this moment, speaking from someone that was at that in the mid lane at that moment, it was really interesting that the Rumble decided to just hover around. I wasn't actually sure why, because the Vex didn't actually need much help. But this Rumble decided to stick around mid after that first kill.
Right. Oh man. Well, that's definitely a little bit of a mouthful for casting on here. That was a lot of fighting happening all at once. A little bit of relaxing time now. Man, this Aurelia with the flawless dust stun is crazy. Pretty much landing it every single time.
She's going for a play of the Room King first, which is actually it's a standard aggressive build.
It's very aggressive.
Yeah, it's a standard build, but it's very surprising that this path is working that well against Yorick, just because of how big of a bully Yorick is early on.
Yeah, and even at the same time, all she has right now is a Vampiric Scepter, which is a little bit of extra AD damage, and 10% lifesteal, which doesn't sound very significant very early in the game. Okay, looks like we got a little bit of warding happening in the blue side jungle. Or sorry, in the red side jungle. Blue side slowly creeping in with a little bit of vision for which little Kuba.
Here we can actually see Yorick was being smart. He purchased Bramble Vespers because he realized how much of a life steal or regen that the Aurelia has.
Yeah, for sure. And with the Warden, or not Warden's Mail. Is it Warden's Mail? Well, with that item, it gives Grievous Wounds, which reduces healing by 40% when Aurelia were to attack the Yorick.
Yep.
Still a little bit of early game downtime. A lot of farming happening. I mean, top lane is definitely ahead majorly. Oh, the Maiden already going down for Yorick. Aurelia taking advantage of that. Maidens don't do a lot of life taking early in the game, and there goes the Maiden right now. And with making it rain. Now another tussle in the jungle. TP coming down from Aurelia. Equalizer going down from the Rumble. That completely zones out red side. Oh, Leona's low. Got stuck in the Solar Flare going down. Yuumi going with the final chapter. There's a dive happening. There's a 4-man bot. Here comes the Aurelia. There's the W. There's the Q. IMF actually gets the damage, or gets the kill off. Oh, but staying too long under the turret. Oh no, you hate to see that. A return kill for the Vayne.
The decision at that time was that I was already late because I had to cover the lane. So instead, I opted for just pushing forward instead of following.
Right,
the other thing is, I know
great.
Vex's ult travels a lot further, so even like I will always be later than her no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what, because you don't have any gigantic like lane-wide dashes like Vex.
Yeah.
All you got is your 2 feet and a whole bunch of plants that stay completely still.
Yeah. So that was the decision to just push forward and make her punish her for missing CS and stuff.
Right, and with that you're a wave ahead, and Vex did not get any kills from that at all.
So that was very lucky that she missed out bot lane. And that's actually what put her behind later on.
I see. Well, talking about KDA currently, we're looking at the Rumble in the jungle with 2 kills and 2 assists. Already starting off with the speed boots, or should I say the sorcerer boots.
Yep.
Gets extra blue speed and a lot of magic penetration, which is perfect when he lays down his ulti. A lot of burn damage that amplifies from the magic pen.
Ball is getting poked out hard.
Yeah, that they are, but still about a wave behind. But Vayne with the extra kill ahead, so just slightly ahead. There's the nice snare from the Zyra. There's the Vex ulti. There's the gigantic plants of nature going down. Big sads coming from the Vex. No one dies in mid lane. Wow, that was actually fairly close.
That was very close. When she put down the ignite, I actually thought that she would stick around to attack me, but it sounded like she felt the danger from the plants as well.
Right.
So she backed out.
Okay, curving the bullets with the Yuumi Q. Now she's attached to the Misfortune. Blue side pushing in the bot lane again. Probably really annoying. There's a Riptail being taken from the blue side. Oh, Vanguard's Edge being completely knocked away by the Aurelia. No good there, but standing in the equalizer isn't any better. There is so much fire. There is so much warning coming from the Rumble with a double kill.
Oh, that was such a big fight for a Rumble. Both jungle and top lane decided to stay on the equalizer instead of like kite or backward or move around.
Like just like I said before, lots and lots of burning damage from the ult alone, let alone Rumble actually shooting fire from his machine. Holy cow. 4-0 Rumble. Things are not looking good in the early game. Oh man. Well, blue side already taken the Rift Herald and the first dragon of the game. Dragon, of course, coming up in about 2 minutes. No big objectives to be taken for now.
That was actually a very awkward timing. The Rumble opt for going to steal the birds rather than gank me. Because I was actually pushed up.
Right.
That was a very weird decision from Rumble.
Ellie just a little bit of a cooldown time trying to get out of the pipe. Oh, speaking of hype, here comes the Sejuani. Nope, a little bit of a missed time there. No problem. No love lost. There's a nice spear from the Vex. Lots of damage coming out of that, though.
Yep.
Oh, and again, a familiar scene. Blue side bot lane pushing up against the red side turret. Well, it seems like the MF is going for a lethality build, which is Dustblade.
Yeah, so far that's what it seems like.
Oh, here comes the ghouls under turret. Aurelia getting a lot of damage off. It won't be enough. He Qs a minion instead.
Oh, that was big sads.
Oh, big sads indeed. That's really unfortunate there. Oh, Yorick is not doing well, and here comes the final chapter from the Yuumi. Gets the solar flare. There's no follow-up, no bullet time, no nothing. Here comes the Rumble going in, Equalizer going down. Kind of misses the Vayne. Vayne kills the MF, and now they're really low, but the bubble. Oh, there's the final chapter, or the final hour from Vayne. Gets killed, unfortunately. Yuumi's still alive. And now it's just a 1v2. Gets the double kill on the Rumble. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
this Rumble's out of control.
Despite the fact that Rumble all basically missed the entire thing, but it was still enough just to kill or bring Leona low.
Yeah, that's a little hard on the engage there. And then Sejuani a little bit on the, or has to be on the run now that Rift Herald takes bot lane. 14 minutes, which means all turret plate money goes to blue side.
And here we see a bug.
Really getting locked in.
Yeah, here we see a big bug where Yorick's maiden was not with
stuck.
him. Yeah.
It's stuck on the top turret.
Yep.
We've been seeing that recently. I don't know exactly what that interaction is again. Look. It's like, it's just stuck right there.
Yeah. And we're unsure what happened here. He didn't press R, he didn't hit anything. Nope. He even threw down his E just to command all of his things to attack, but this remained here.
Nothing. And oh, completely mowed down as the Leona in their own jungle. Unfortunate, but there were 3 people there, including the Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh, no vision, but MF pokes her head out. No play to be found there. No problem. 7-0 on the Rumble. For most games at this point, I would just throw in the towel. Like, that Rumble has so much damage on top of anyone. Our tank isn't tanky yet. I mean, there isn't much to do other than run. Oh, there's the Maiden trying to be in a substitute turret, I guess. Well, Aurelia takes her own, and there goes the Maiden, there goes the turret. That's 2 turrets now for the blue side.
The way to turn this around right now is literally Leona lending all of her CZ on Rumble while either Vayne or Zyra is around just to like burst the Rumble down.
And that's not an easy thing to do either.
Especially with the Yuumi around too.
Yeah, Yuumi with the heals and the CC ultimate. A lot of things to get through to get to the Rumble. And Rumble doesn't exactly play in the front at the beginning. Speaking of Yuumi with the big CC. On a killing spree, MF actually not getting all the kills this game.
That was a big mistake just because I didn't realize, or I didn't think Yumi's slow would be that much of a slow, and it was just enough to like hit me and I could back off.
Right. Oh, that's unfortunate. First death for you, you to Zyra, but I mean, it's not all lost, but it's gonna be really hard to come back. So they must have really caught out this Rumble. Oh, this Sejuani unfortunately misses, but there's a knockdown. There's the equalizer. Solar Flare going down. Glacial Prison gets the shutdown on the Rumble. That's a lot of money. Bullet time going on mid lane. Zyra flashes out just to keep herself alive. Still healthy. Half health. There's a big Q. Here comes the rest of the team. Gale forced to get out. Will it be enough? There's a huge chunk down from the Vex. Holy cow. Oh, there's the exhaust from the Yuumi. Oh my god. Vanguard's Edge going down. There's still a lot of power coming from the blue side. Will they defend this mid lane? Oh, Yumi just chunks so much with that Q. Oh, there's the Zhonya's outplaying the Aurelia. Oh my god, getting a little bit cocky there, aren't we?
That start of that fight was actually very negative for us. Where the Leona and Zyra aimed to CC whoever was at the front, just as Bane pushed the target out.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate timing. The team synergy is there. It was just unfortunately everything and everyone just started piling their skills all up at once.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say that was a really nicely timed stopwatch there. Nice, good outplay and a good kill onto the Aurelia. And then also a really good combo of skills onto the Rumble because you need to do that. Here comes a TP from the Aurelia. Yumi hopping on. Yumi not hopping on. I'm on what? Okay, well Rift Herald number 2 is taken from the blue side. Not really surprising there. Given the situation of the game. 16-6, 18 minutes in, lots of kills so far. But not a lot of even kills happening.
At this point, I got my first item, which is Leandre. And this is basically a big power spec for Zyra, because you can stand so far away, put your plans, and just walk away, and they'll slowly get choked out.
With Leandre just doing percent health burning AP damage over time, over a few seconds. And it resets with every plant that would attack. Again, Rift Herald number 2 being hastily putting down onto the mid lane. Minions coming in. And that was just a really bad time there. They had so much time to put it anywhere else.
Yep. They could have put it bot, they could have put it top, but they decided to not only put it in mid, but they decided to put it right in front of us. Yeah, and they walked away with no assist of the Rift Herald, so we just we got a free block on it.
Yeah, chunked it down. Minion line did come close enough, and there's attempted smite steal, a successful smite steal, I should say. Nice flash out, just to secure life and the blue buff. Don't want to make this Rumble any more fed. But as I say that third dragon being taken, this is now the Cloud Drake. This is going to be the soul for the rest of the game. There's the wombo combo that we've been expecting and waiting for. Equalizer, bullet time, everything being put down, but only the Sejuani falls. Blue team takes the dragon, and now Rumble fighting the Vayne, but it's not enough. There's not enough follow-up. Blue team crumble in the dragon pit.
It was such a big thing that the Yorick showed up and turned the entire fight around. That wombo combo was supposed to destroy everyone on the red side.
It got 2 people, but it got only the tank. Or killed only the tank, I should say.
Yeah.
Like that's what we were expecting. That's what we're waiting for. But the damage output just wasn't there for some reason. And I think it was just positioning.
And there you can actually see how the blue side completely missed out on their timing and stuff. Because for a whole 2-second-ish, Vayne was pushed out by the Rumble ult. Vayne was not in position to do any damage.
Right. Sorry about that. Just that 1v1 and the Sejuani in for the save. Good kill there.
Yep.
But yeah, back to what you were saying. They should have killed the entirety of Red Team, but at the same time, for argument's sake, they did use a lot of resources just on 2 champions, and for only 1 death.
Yeah.
And then it was just a lot of cleanup coming from the Vayne, a lot of kiting from her ulti right there. That played dividends, along with the Yor coming in at the exact right time.
Yeah. It probably would have been better if they had one person block off the red team while they finished the dragon. Despite the fact that they got dragon first, but because of that separation, there was so much things that should have caused damage that didn't.
Yeah. Just a little bit weird. Oh, they decide to go with the final chapter. 2v3 now. I don't understand what that fight was all about. It's just the cat now. Equalizer going down. TP coming in from the York. Glacial Prison going down on the MF. It's now the split fight. There's another fight there. A triple kill for the Vayne, kiting this Rumble through the fire and the flames. Getting a lot of damage there. An emergency TP onto the onto her plants.
I'm gonna be honest there. I wasn't sure why I pressed that button, to be honest. It's not even the fact that I thought I had Ignite. Because my playstyle, I don't usually bring Ignite.
No,
but
you don't.
for some reason, I hit all the buttons there, and I guess Flash somehow got missed.
Oh man, that wow. I
So-
mean, that's a flex TP if I've ever seen one, accident or not.
I mean, we saw it at Worlds. That's about the
We-
closest thing we can think of for
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Shout out to you, Tay. We miss you. But anyway, wow. I mean, gotta say, during that little altercation, Aurelia did do a lot of damage to the Yorick,
Yeah.
getting the flawless dust stun onto the Yorick and just completely destroying him out of this game.
And this is where the value of Zyra pick came in. It's because her ult is such a big teamfight separation.
It's huge. It's the size of an actual lane. The Stranglethorn, it's a big circle. It takes up an entire lane. If you're either gonna be in it or on the wrong side, usually.
Yeah.
Oh, Solar Flare going down! There's 3 people! There's the final chapter going down, the Yubi Stranglethorn going up! There's the knockup! There's the Rain dominating! Here comes the Rumble in the back! Equalizer already being put down into the tower! The Condemned does not lie! Rumble does take 1 kill though. That's a 3-for-1. Aurelia and Yumi on the move now. Glacial Prison gets the slow, but not the bind. Ooh, really unfortunate there. Unlucky, but that's alright. Beautiful, beautiful fight from the red side.
We were actually surprised at how small that hitbox is for Sejuani's ult.
Yeah, I feel
Because
like
to
in
all of us, it
previous
looked like it
times-
hit.
Right. That's unfortunate. I don't know. I've heard that when you're in a bush, the coding, there's a height difference. So when people go inside a bush and a skill's going towards it, it looks like it might be, it just like automatically clips to another person. Or doesn't hit at all. Even though it does look like it hits.
We should get someone to test this.
I
And
saw
then
it
report
earlier
it.
today in a nerf. Yeah. It's like I saw it earlier today in an Earth where Morgana was throwing a Q out towards the middle brush to Bot River, and it just like there was a magnet just going onto the person. Oh, bullet time and the final chapter. Sejuani decides to go out. Stranglethorn going down. Everyone flashes out. Solar Flare getting the MF. Zetten's Blade going down. Q onto the stun. Vanguard's going on down the Aurelia. It's just a Leona. There is a Rumble just doing so much damage. Ving is now in trouble. There is no hope for the red side. They were a little split during that fight.
This team fight was actually decided the moment Rumble threw down the ult. The position of red team was in such a close corridor that it allowed Rumble's ult to just hit multiple times.
That is a huge strength for the blue side. They are incredible in corridors. The Yumi ult, the MF ult, the Rumble ult.
Yeah.
They're all great in small corridors, small choke points where, well, that fight just happened. And that's a huge testament of them actually using their team synergy and their champions well. They
Yeah.
know their strengths.
The red team put so much focus on the first target that jumped in, which is basically Aurelia, and Aurelia's ult basically forced everyone to be in an even more compact space.
Yeah, the Vanguard's edge going down, as I try to hastily say. And then Aurelia maybe overstaying her welcome there. It's a 3v1. There's no Vanguard's edge. There's a shutdown. Just easy as that.
Yeah, that has to be some error in
huge
the
mistake
decision
there.
making. This goes.
Huge mistake. Wow, I mean... now that we have a quick second, do we have a quick second? Oh, oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. Oh, with the electrocute proc on the auto from the Vex, that's just unfortunate. Sad times.
There's so much slow that happens.
Yeah, I mean with the Yumi, the Vex, all their skills do some form of CC. Oh, there's a Yorick TP, Glacial Prison going down, not really landing on anyone except the Rumble who walked into it. Final chapter to maybe gap close, bullet time being put down from the misfortune. Aurelia actually going in. Vanguard's edge being put out. I don't really understand what that was about. You're fighting a tank.
That was actually really close where the Sejuani E dash over the wall right after Irelia's.
I mean, it was definitely a good time to do it, because if not, he
she would have followed in. She was hoping for that.
Solar Flare going put down. There's a Fear going off from the Vex. Stranglethorn knocking up. Equalizer going down. There's the Vayne in the back. There's not enough. It's just the cat now. It's literally just the cat. Rumble on the run. Beautiful timing. Beautiful fight. There's a TP going down. Pushing onto the top lane. Great decision making from the red side. And we might be looking at a Baron play here.
Yeah, definitely a Baron play. Even if Rumble was to come in, Rumble's ult 1 would not be available, and 2, it's just a Rumble at this point.
But here comes the flames, no vision, that's no problem, you can't do much about that. Baron Nashor being taken. Equalizer is up soon, but not quick enough.
Yeah,
red side with the Red Bull Baron.
Yeah, it was very surprising that the Rumble didn't recall just to cover the base, because they knew that Zyra was pushing in.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think he just saw it as, I'm gonna just get the Zyra. And then I can't do much about that because they're probably gonna go for Baron, and he didn't have any vision of it.
Yeah, a smart play on his side to be able to camp out the Zyra.
Good decision making, but at the end of the day, red team got a really nice fight in their own base, and now with a 4-man Baron buff play.
And this is where the game started to turn in a very awkward way.
Well, I mean, if we look at it currently, kills are even. Cloud Drake is a nice thing to have, but when the Cloud Drake effect is just you run 40% faster when you use your ultimate, that's not going to do a lot.
It's extremely helpful on Rumble and Irelia only.
Right.
Yeah.
MF stands still. Yumi has to be attached to a person, so it doesn't even count.
Vex
and then
all
Vex
teleports her
just
anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not the greatest Cloud Drake, or not the greatest Dragon Soul to have, but I mean, nothing really to increase their damage output.
Yeah.
Which
the ultimate cooldown reduction is definitely nice for these
great.
guys, since they rely on their ultimate combo.
Yeah. But now I'm wondering what the heck is going on here. I mean, now no one is paying attention to the Yoke. Now we got a recall from the Aurelia, but no one's paying attention to that Yoke pushing top lane. I mean, grab your tickets, because we're going on the train. There's an equalizer being put down from the Rumble. I don't understand what that was about. And now here comes the 1v1, the 5v1, the whole bunch of ones. Here comes the pain, here comes the train, here comes the Vex going in, derailing the red team push onto the inhibitor.
The instant burst from Vex is just so high with her ult hitting in, and then during the fear she lands everything and just instantly pops people.
Yeah, that's a crazy amount of damage, and you can only do that when you have a very low opponent, really, because it doesn't really have any 1v1 advantages at all. Nope. She's like thin as paper, health-wise.
Yeah, she's aimed just to pick last pick people off.
A true assassin if I've ever seen one.
Yep.
But now, as we talk, red team getting vision priority onto the Elder Dragon, which is 15 seconds away. This is gonna be a huge fight that's about to happen. Yorick is now up. Super minions are pushing in mid lane. This is now a 4v4. Aurelia is not there either, pushing on the top lane. TPs are both ready. Blue team now with the priority onto the dragon. Their positioning is a little bit further in. The Elder Dragon is up. They've started the Elder Dragon. Here we go. Rumble going with the flame damage. Yumi hopping onto MF. They only take a whole bunch of damage. Here comes the Vex ult. Bullet time. The Stranglethorn is going down. Oh my god, what is happening? Vayne in the back though. Sejuani being tanky. York falling down. There's too much damage coming from the blue side. They're still really healthy. Here comes the lockdown from the Leona. Vayne is trying her damnedest to kite. There's a nice dodge there, but there is not much you can do against that. We have a blue team pentakill.
And at this point, that's where the shit talk happened. Because to them, they felt that they won the game.
I mean, when you think about it, minions are being pushed in, but the inhib comes up at seems like a miracle time. They can't get the turret. Yumi and MF are up. I'm assuming there's a lot of all chat happening right now.
At this point, they felt that their ADC is the one that made the difference. And for that fight only, yes.
I mean, the bullet time was not really the most potent thing. Mostly because it only hit about 2 people. The Sejuani and the Yorick, but the Yorick kept on running in for a chance to at least try to beat her down, but the Yumi was there to heal her.
Yeah.
Again, well, we got a full team reset now. Elder Drake is still up. All ultimates are ready. Top lane CDs are down. TP, I mean. But their flashes are still up.
Yeah.
Vision priority is the key, is the name of the game.
So honestly, the difference between that fight versus this fight is actually just the flashes, the ignites, all the summoner skills. Because everyone's ult just basically can back up.
Right. And there is a flash advantage onto the top and the jungle. And those are the playmakers for this team.
Yeah.
Leona with the... Oh, here it comes. Elder Drake still being taken, about half health now. Leona, this time full health. There is no extra poking down. Elder Dragon on the reset. Here comes the team. Oh, misplay! Bullet time does not do damage. Equalizer going down. There is a lot of damage going down in the backline, though. Aurelia being knocked out from the Stranglethorns. There is no damage now coming from the blue team. Now it's only Rebel. There is a huge crit, and now it's just a cat. Elder Dragon being taken from the red team. Super minions being pushed in. Zyra being the smart person that he is and gets the minions. Holy crap, that was a huge fight. That missed bullet time. Everyone on the red side was in the back.
At this point, the communication on the red team is basically realizing that every single time Aurelia jumps in, Zyra throws down the ult, and we basically burst her down.
That was a greatly timed Stranglethorn there. The Zyra ulti was phenomenal. That stopped the Aurelia going back for the Zyra. The Vayne, which is the huge part, because that Vayne needs to be unobstructed. Needs to be in the backline, chunking down everyone in front of him.
Yeah, and then with the Sejuani, with the Yorick at the front, it's basically tanking it up.
Oh, final chapter, but the lockdown is a little bit too much. No tumble out of that one, good sir. Elder Dragon does not kill because Vayne died.
Yeah, that was a very bad one. If it was
However,
like 0.1, 0.2 seconds more, it would have shot off.
That's right. Blue team doing something a little bit dangerous. Going for Baron Nashor with a team that has the Elder Dragon buff. Vanguard's edge being put down to disengage. Beware the Elder Dragon buff.
And at this point, the Rumble forgot that I was...
Oh! Stranglethorn getting the KO. Vex ulti completely misses. Now it's just the blue team being completely dismantled. Glacial Prison stops the bullet time. There's the Elder Dragon going off again. Oh, it's just a dismantling. Question marks are probably being played. MF and Yumi on the run. And now the the Baron buff is now rightfully the red team's as soon as they get it done.
Yeah, the blue side made the mistake that they didn't take into account who still had the Elder buff, so they kind of forcefully fought it. And Zyra, being a poking champ herself, can easily prop that.
Right.
A big misplay by the blue side for not tracking things.
The damned resist their fate.
Oh man.
Once the Vex come back, we can actually see she's about a level below. And this level, you can trace it all the way back to her moving to other lane and didn't get anything and then came back.
Right, because if you look at it now, Vex is only level 16.
Yeah.
So we are looking on the red side. 18, 17, 18, 18, and 16. There is a huge level advantage happening from all parts. for the entire team. Team Diff right now.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Oh, we got the red side inhibitor finally coming up after 5 minutes. Elder buff is long gone, but replaced by the Red Bull Baron play, or Red Bull Baron power play. Now it's a matter of where or what does the blue team do next. But they better figure it out quick. Solar Flare, a flash from the Vex. There is no way. There's the bullet time going down. Actually gets the Leona, but that's thanks to the Rumble. Baron buff is still pushing in with those minions. Will there be enough wave clear? That side decides to back out. Whew.
That was actually good for the blue side just to be able to catch out the Leona, since Leona is such a big engage.
Yeah, for sure. But that doesn't mean there aren't other people who'd engage for the red side. Now minions are being pooled in top lane. Aurelia is on duty to protect the precious turrets. Yumi with the Rumble. Here comes the Vayne. Final hour. The Make It Rain is slow enough. Rumble has to flash out. Inner turret being taken bot side. Kills are even. Elder Dragon is 1 minute away. Blue team is in a bad position now. Gold is, well, at this point in the game, gold doesn't really matter, but 5k gold difference, that's a whole item and a half. Maybe 2 items even.
During late game, once you hit above 4k, 5k, that's where you will feel the difference. And at this point, yeah, they definitely felt the difference.
Let's see how things go down. 30 seconds on the Elder Drake. There's an inhib respawning for the blue side, which secures them from being pushed in from minions. Vision Prio is again the name of the game. What do we do here? Nearly 40 minutes in this game. They decide to reset? What?
With Aurelia having TP, that's why they chose Aurelia.
She does have TP. Oh, but the minions do get the inhibitor. TP, but that means red side does have the huge advantage. It still takes a couple of seconds for TP to come in. Oh, lots of damage from just that one flower. Rylai slowing them down. Here comes the Solar Flare, the Stranglethorn to disengage. Here comes the Vex ulti. Aurelia in the pit. There's a big fear. Glacial Prison onto the Rumble. Bullet time going down on the MF. But Vex dies. Red team, the health bars are really low. Rumble going in. Double Sign is being procced up. Vayne in the back doing too much damage. There's a nice lockdown. There's a GA going off. Red team triple kill. Red team double kill 2 times. Can we get the full ace? Yes, we do. Let's finish this game.
This fight actually started off very bad for the red side because 2 ults actually missed. It was the Sejuani ult and it was Zyra's ult. But for some reason, they jumped back in. And they missed out
surrender.
They missed out the timing where the important person, Vayne, still had everything. So Zyra not having ult is good, but it's not enough to for you to engage them without getting stopped because Zyra has other tools. Sejuani has other tools. And that's like basically what happened. And Aurelia basically missed her ult too, and that's actually a big stopper because if that ult hit, it would have slowed at least 2 people, which would make them get caught out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, given the fact that you said that it was a mistimed Sejuani and Zyra ult, the Zyra ult did completely stop them from going full send on you guys.
Yep.
For the team fight, which I think was great timing. And then the Glacial Prison did land onto the Rumble, which stopped him from going further in with the flamethrower. So even then, it's like, even if you think it's a misplay, it was actually a happy accident.
Yeah.
because that gave you guys a little bit more time to get into position. And the fact that you said that the Aurelia missed the ult there is huge,
It's
because
huge.
that was going to be a backline dive for 100%.
Yep. So there it is. GG. This was a bit of back and forth.
GG!
Yeah. And here is the damage chart. Oh, sorry.
Ugh. Look at the damage graphs. That's a lot of damage from the expected champions.
Yep.
The Rumble doing a lot of damage there. And also the Vayne, who came through, the hero at the end of the day, doing all the damage at the team fight. The Zyra doing so much poke damage throughout the entire game, which is hilarious.
Yep.